I don't know if it's on live yet, but I am feeling very inspired to do something cool right now. So, and I'm doing it on my personal profile just because I thought, let's just do it this way. So, I'm going to do something that is um, hard to label it, probably better not to label it, kind of cool, not even to know what it is. Kind of like if you were, you know, back in time 30, 40 years ago, and somebody pulled out a cell phone and started to like pull up all this internet stuff and movies and all sorts of stuff, you might go, holy cow, that's like Star Trek, that's like magic. And Arthur C. Clarke, the I believe he was an essayist, a novelist, futurist kind of guy. Years ago, was quoted as saying, "Any sufficiently advanced technology will appear as magic." So, and that makes sense. Like back then, if you would have shown somebody a cell phone, it would have been like pure magic. So this is we're going to use some pure magic, and what you can do if you like, if you want to play with us, play along, and see what happens. What I invite you to do is first go ahead and share this like crazy because this could be really big. I One of my coaches that I actually pay money to, she loves getting on calls with me because she's different after we're on calls, and and um, and she helps me out a lot. And so yeah, so by being with us on this call, you can be different. So what you might want to do is just take a moment and think, if there was something to be done for you now, what might that be? And then I'm going to do a little something here. And what you can do is test something before and after. So walk around, just walk around, just walk around. Trust me on this one. Just walk around. Notice how your feet actually feel on the ground. Notice how your feet feel on the ground. And notice how tall you are. So, you can kind of tell how tall you are by how, where you are seeing the world, right? Like if you're here, you're kind of seeing the world here. If you're here, you're seeing the world here. If you're taller, you're seeing the world from a little higher spot. Bend your body, move your arms, move your body, feel what you feel. Because if something changes in your physical body right away, some range of motion improves, or something happens with your walking, or how tall you are, we know something happened. We just don't know what else happened. And and by that I mean, did your relationships just change? Did your finances just change? Are there opportunities happening later today that are possibly the result of hanging out in this call, in this Facebook Live or YouTube, wherever you're watching it? So you might, people. Justin Mark, I was on his podcast a while back, an entrepreneur, amazing guy, and he said, Ralph, what about the skeptics? What about the skeptics? And I said, yeah, I love the skeptics because it's like scientific. Let's test it. Let's actually test it and see, did something happen? You don't want to take money under false pretenses, and we're not exchanging money right now, but you're exchanging your time if you're watching. Um, so we want to know, did we do something, or did something happen? Is something different as a result of hanging out here? So he's like, what about the skeptics? I said, well, what I'd love to do is test something. Like, how is your physical body moving right now? And walk around and see how you are. And then we can retest it again in a little bit. And then later throughout the day and over the days, just notice what you notice. And, it's like you're here and you're going along, and then we're going to play with some stuff, some magic, some matrix energetics, some peace process, some instant miracle, some ultra high energy frequency healing, all sorts of goodness in here. And then we can see, are you different over here? And are you different from here on out? So, and it's easy to discount it and be skeptical and go, well, yeah, all this money just came in, or, oh yeah, she said I love you for the first time in my whole life, or, yeah, somebody miraculously got off a heart transplant list. It's like all those things have happened in my world for clients and for people, and so it's like, well, it couldn't have been from this stuff, could it? So you might want to just you want to be skeptical in that you want to test something. You don't want to be so rigidly skeptical that you don't want to even acknowledge something actually changed, when it actually changed right before your eyes. So play with those ideas for a bit, and then I'm going to do a little something to let me see which way we're going to go. I think we're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. So I'm going to do a little something for us right now, if you're still watching, and you don't even know what it is, because it's like I don't even know what it is. It's kind of like I don't know. I know how to use my computer and even be on a wireless setting and contact somebody from around the world. I know how to do it. I just don't know how it works. So in much the same way, I'm going to do something that I don't know how it works. And I'm going to go to enough. Let's see where I'm going here. This is from up here. I don't even know what that means. Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take us from where we are right now to a place right back here and right here and then right here. And I'm going to put a little E, an NCE, right in the middle. And what the NCE is all about is enough. Like, when is enough enough? And I'm going to play with this pattern right now. And let's see what happens. Yeah, and what I'm noticing is a phenomenon when pigs fly. I was new to town here in Bellingham quite a few years ago, 2013. Yeah. And I was at the REI store, the outdoor equipment store, and across the parking lot was a company called Bellingham Physical Therapy. And I thought, oh, that's cool. I'm going to go drop off some of my flyers and see if they want to have me do a demonstration of magic. And I walked in and I gave him a flyer and I said, hey, you want to do this? Well, it turns out one of the therapists had been reading the book Matrix Energetics, and she was the one that scheduled the in-services, the meetings, the continuing education meetings. And so she reached out to me and she goes, yeah, we would like you to come in and do a demo of this thing. I thought, oh, okay, I'm walking into a physical therapy clinic. I'm a physical therapist, but I play magic. And I walked in, I was like, okay, well, let's see how this goes. And I walked in and there was a painting of pigs flying. And I thought, well, that's a good sign. And it was a magic day. It was a magic day. The owner actually ended up coming to see me. A few of the therapists came to see me. Awesome people. And so what I'm noticing is a hormonal endocrine shift for you, and a letting go of it's kind of like I don't know what you call it. I guess it's kind of like an imposter syndrome kind of thing. Yeah, because the way it's showing up, there was a commercial a while back. The quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers, was on some commercial, and some woman's hair was braided and really long, and he was doing that exercise that you do with big ropes with her hair, and she was kind of berating him like, "Is that all you got?" And I don't know what that means, but that's what's showing up. What happens with this matrix energetic stuff is things show up in symbology, in symbols, and they can mean something to somebody, even if you don't even know what it is all about. In fact, matrix energetics was born out of a story and a hallucination of a little girl and eyesight and Superman. I was working with a client. This is good. A friend, actually. and something showed up, and it was a story of, and so I just started telling the story. And after I told the story of the Thunderbirds, and this one time I saw them as a little kid, and they're a group of flying Air Force jets, people, pilots in jets, and doing these acrobatics. And one of them crashed, and we all thought the guy was dead. And then he, you could see his parachute, and he had floated down. And I don't know why, but I felt like telling that story because that's what showed up. And I was like, oh yeah, he's going to be okay. And I don't know why I told that story, but that's what happened. And her motion in her neck improved. So let's take everything you want. And there was a Olympic silver medalist, I believe, Jose Luis Barbosa from Brazil. I was friends with him and his gold medalist friend, Joaquin Cruz, in San Diego, 800-meter guys. And Jose Luis Barbosa said, yeah, don't tell anybody your goals. Keep it in your heart. So we're going to bring this into your heart, and then we're going to release it into your heart field, and bring that out to the world. So this could possibly sound like crazy talk, and that's okay. So what you can do if you want is just walk around and test things. Test how you feel. Test how you move. Test how tall you are. Test if your arms are different. Test if your shoulders are different. Test if your back bends more. And then just if you want, you can notice what's different in your life today and see what shows up, and then message me. Let me know what's different for you. Tag me in a message or put it in the comments here, and let me know. Let us know, and share this if you like. Share it if you like. All right, you guys. So this was a very short edition of our Miracles, Magic, and Coffee show. Dr. Tom didn't show up today because he was busy, and I showed up very late because I was busy, and I'm gonna go back to work. So this was a little time off and a little fun, and hope you enjoyed it. All right.